is Sally, and as you already know, I always want to bring you quality content. Okay, so today I came to visit my old woman. Okay, so I came to visit her. She is a retired nurse. She's worked for over 40 years, and so she has a lot of experience when it comes to nursing. So today I came to visit her just for one purpose, and the purpose is that I want us to talk about menopause. I want us to talk about menopause. Okay, and so she has a lot of experience. I have personally heard her talk about people come to the hospital thinking that they are having some serious condition, but they realize at the end that it is nothing but it is just menopause. So welcome to the show, Auntie B.
Thank you.
So she's popularly known as Auntie B, okay? So when you go to the hospital, Tema General Hospital, where she has worked almost all her life, she is popularly known as Auntie B, and we, her children, also call her Auntie B. Okay, so today I'm asking her about menopause. Okay, so when did you realize that you were starting menopause? You have to speak.
It came to a time where sometimes I'll feel like I'm having fever,
You have to speak.
dizziness, pains all over my body. So I didn't understand. I will go and do the malaria test. It's always negative. So I have to contact the doctor. And he told me I was having signs of menopause.
So how old were you at that time?
By around 40 plus.
40 plus.
Yes.
So before the menopause, have you thought about it? That, hey, did you ever learn about it? Did you?
No, I hear people coming to complain at the hospital and then give a lot of complaints.
But it means that you didn't really prepare for it. You didn't even think about it. You didn't read about it.
No.
I think that is the problem a lot of us have here, because you get to that stage and every day you will say you are sick. Okay, so what were the specific symptoms you experienced?
Burning sensation.
Many sensations were?
Yeah, all over my body.
Hey!
Excessive sweating.
Excessive sweating.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes hunger, you'll be hungry, or then you eat and you feel like you have not eaten. You have to eat more food.
Wow. You have not eaten.
Yeah, something else.
So in that case, what will you do? You eat again?
You eat.
Hey!
Eat again.
Wow, then you put on excess weight. Okay, that is interesting. I think at that time you can take in more fruit and more vegetables. Okay, and so when you went to visit the doctor, what did he tell you? Did he give you an advice?
Yes, he advised me.
So what did he say?
I had wanted him to give me some medication, but he advised me medication is not good for menopausal symptoms. So it's not advisable. I should be taking fruits, rest, drink a lot of water.
So rest, taking fruit, eat lots of water. So if you feel the burning sensation, what do you do?
Sometimes I look for some farm, some cold place, and then go and have my rest day.
You go and have your rest day?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So when did you realize that the menses has finally ceased?
Finally, it was around 45 years. Finally.
45?
But it was on and off, on and off.
Oh, okay. Then finally it will stop coming.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's nice. So I would want to add that if your menses has stopped coming, especially when you are getting to menopause, and for a whole year there's no menses, then you know that it is really menopause. After that, if you see any form of bleeding, it is not your menses, it is not normal. Please report. There are cases where people stop menstruating and they bleed. There could be something that your gynae would have to check. So please report in that case. Maybe you stop menstruating, you are 55, all of a sudden you are bleeding. You need to report to the hospital. Okay, so how has life been in menopause?
Menopause is very interesting. But one thing, if you don't take care, you will always go to the hospital for a checkup. Maybe you are feeling feverish, you are having pains, burning sensation under your feet, all over your body. When you go to the hospital, they will give you the doctors, because you are reported and you are giving a lot of complaints, they will give you a lab form. You go and do big labs. Use more than 5 million, and even sometimes more than that. They will give you a series of labs to do. And when you come back to them, they will tell you there's nothing in your lab, they are okay. So in this case, you only have to advise yourself by taking food, fruits, resting. You have to know that since you have aged and you are no more giving birth and there's no menstruation, you should know that that is
Menopause is
menopause.
set in.
It happens to everybody.
Okay. Yeah. So I think the point here is that self-care during menopause. So as she said, if you're not careful, you will always be at the hospital thinking that you are sick, but it could be some of the menopausal symptoms. She's not saying that when you are sick, don't go to the hospital. She's only saying that if the symptoms you are not really clear about it and you are not so familiar with it, you will think you are sick. So you need to. She has mentioned it. We will mention it again. Um, Healthy nutrition, exercise, rest and sleep, and
Water.
taking a lot of
You
water.
have to take good diet. Your diet might be good.
Your diet has to be good. So it means that from what she's saying, it means that healthy living has to start from um, childhood till the day that God finally calls you. Okay, so for those people who have extreme symptoms, like maybe they are experiencing symptoms, menopause, but then the symptoms are too much, is there something for them?
Yes. When sometimes when they complain too much, the doctors they have some medicine that they give to them, but other doctors too they may not give it because they think it has some side effects. So normally they don't do drugs, but people who complain too much,
Or the symptoms are too
too
much?
much,
Okay.
they give them something to.
Okay. Yeah, so she's saying that there could be some form of care for you if your symptoms are too much. So just report to the hospital. It will depend on your doctor's discretion. Do you finally have something to say to women who are menopausal or those who are coming up? Those, every woman will get there. So do you have something to tell them?
Oh, all that I can say is menopause is not a disease, it's not a sickness. It's part of your aging. When you are aging, definitely you have all those things. So when it happens, they should take it through and do their normal jobs.
Okay, that is great. This has been an interesting conversation. Thank you so much, Auntie B. We are so grateful for this and giving us the opportunity to hear your side of the story. So we'll continue bringing you great and interesting stories like this. Thank you. My name is Midwife Salif. Continue following me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and also on YouTube. If you are pregnant, we have a pregnancy class. We can pack the hospital bag for you. And we have a book, Salif Tips for Pregnant Women. Okay, so you need to get one of all this. Don't leave your pregnancy to chance. Bye.